we've got GopherBoi playing Third Sister Yellow. Won an aggro fest in the top 8 to make it here. And now let's see if taking on CountDooku's Ray here. Let's take a look at these deck lists. So this is the Third Sister deck. It's pretty low to the ground, capping out at 3 resources, except for that Ruthless Raider. So just not running a ton of expensive stuff. The goal is just to be playing as few units as possible, or playing as many units as possible that cost as few resources as possible. And then he's got some upgrades on there, like the Constructed Saber and the Hotshot Blaster. And also triple sneak attack for surprise damage. And then this is some spicy stuff, including Prodigal King. And then, yeah, other than that, it's mainly like, oh, he's on the Alliance Dispatcher, which not everybody's on. But yeah, it's value and trying to get as much value out of the Ray as possible and looping things like, Kelleran's, Luke's, Home Ones, Reinforcement Walkers, Prodigal Kings, I guess, in the late game. Uh-oh. There we go. Hey, that's a pretty good camera angle. All right. So GopherBoi does have a 2, a 3, and Sneak Raider in hand, which is a pretty nice start. HK and Shin are who did not open any turn 1 plays, which hurts. Got some good 3s, but yeah, it looks like he's just going to be taking initiative right away. HK-47 deployed into the space arena. And then moving over. Dooku's got to go Blue Leader, Akbar, or just Village People. Village People is probably like the safest one here. Yeah, looks like he's going to go for that. For the Shin Hottie, I'm going to go for the Nihil Marauder. Let's see if we can pull that up. And yeah, HK just going to go into those Village People, which this sets up for a pretty nice Akbar here, actually, to kill the HK and still block the Nihil attack this turn. It's Dooku's action. He's thinking about other options. Like, he can go for Bright Hope this turn to start drawing cards. He could also, like, experience the Village People, which seems a bit weird. He could go smash Village People into HK. It looks like he's going to go, smash Village People in. Hey, there's a logic to that play for sure. Because then if GopherBoi decides to trade the Nihil Marauder into the Village People, the Akbar can then kill the Marauder. So the Marauder is going to kill the Village People. It does get a trigger off from the HK. It looks like Dooku is going to slow roll the Akbar, if he is even planning on doing it, by playing this R2 for 1. On GopherBoi's side, he's got He's got a couple different plays he could go for. All right, so yeah, then there's the Akbar, kill the Marauder. The most basic one is probably just play the Shinhati. Yep, and so that's what GopherBoi's going to do here. And CountDooku gets the initiative here. Now he does have Blue Leader for 5 online, if he wants to go that route. Which could knock out the HK. The Shin here, though, is quite annoying for Dooku. It looks like we're going to have R2 crash into the shield on the Shin, which is going to get another HK trigger. And so I guess what this allows Dooku to do is like experience the Akbar and then be able to kill either of these units. No, it looks like he's just going to kill the HK. What is, I mean, because it's going to get 2 damage in this turn, and also it's that ping, so I think it probably just makes sense to kill the HK there. So this is the flip turn for GopherBoi. And he also has Sneak Raider in hand, which can kill the Blue Leader and get in quite a bit of damage. Akbar just going 1 to base, getting that restore off. Third sister gonna swing in for 5. And then Dooku takes initiative here. Yeah, looks like GopherBoi is gonna go for a Phantom here and not for Sneak Raider. Maybe my guess is he might want to like actually play the Raider next turn, like hardcast it, because he does still have quite a ways to go in terms of damage. Second Village People picked up for Dooku. Not gonna play it yet. Gonna trade into the third sister while I still can. And then Shin is going to get in there. This is the Ray flip turn for Dooku, so this is where he can start flipping things around. GopherBoi does have that Force Lightning in hand, which, if the Ray flips with the Shin still on board, can take out the Ray immediately. All right, here comes Village People. Gonna protect that. So now GopherBoi gotta figure out what he's doing here. I was looking at Raider. Oh yeah, it goes for the Raider. To pop the shield on the Village People. So the Raid's gonna flip here. And she can get Restore down, but GopherBoi thinks evidently that he can, if he gets the Raider down, he's gonna be able to push his advantage in space here, which so far seems to be true. Dooku doesn't have a ton going on. Blue Leader is probably the biggest threatening card, and we see 1 defeated, and I think, I mean, You know, of course, GopherBoi can't know this, but I believe another one was resourced. All right. Looks like Ray's going to actually give the experience to Akbar here, which is going to allow Akbar to trade into the Shin, preserving Ray's health here and leaving this Force Lightning effectively blank. And a lot of cards in GopherBoi's hand are seemingly not doing a ton. Like that sneak attack is just not all that valuable in this board state. Force Lightning also, obviously, with no Force Unit. And then I guess he's probably playing the Bazine this turn, trying to snipe something out of Dooku's hand. But Dooku's got 3 big things. All right, here's Bazine. Yeah, you take the one of Keller in here. Can't stop the U-wing no matter what. Moisture Farmer picked up. That's not likely coming down this turn. I mean, I guess, you know, Dooku does have his resource row as an option here. So if I'm right, yeah, so I was right. One of the blue leaders did get resourced, but I was wrong to discount it. So it looks like he's going to go, yeah, ambush the Phantom and then put it on the ground. Which he totally can do. Force Lightning. I guess. Yeah. So it can make the Ray lose the restore and the experience thing, but without a Force unit, it doesn't do damage. Surprise Strike. Getting in for 7 here. I mean, GopherBoi is kind of close. He's got that sneak attack in hand, so if he can draw something that is gas with sneak attack next turn, maybe he can sneak it through. Ugh, unfortunately, neither of those things match that description, really. GopherBoi thinking about just lightninging that Ray again, I guess. Oh. Trying to figure out how to look under cards. Alt Shift, if you don't know, in TTS. I'm saying. All right. So I'm just helping him make sure that he knows what smuggle options he's got available to him. Something like a hot shot blaster? Yeah. That's going to come down. So that kills the village people, I guess. Paves the way for, like, sneak aura, if he wants. And just saves 2 damage either way. Ooh, Bright Hope. Played with the tech. The commander check resources, Alt plus Shift. So, I mean, GopherBoi is still holding that Force Lightning, which He could play on the Bright Hope if he wants. Yep, he is going to do that. So the Ray can get her restore off still, but he's technically eking through one more damage this way. So yep, there's 3 to base. Ray's going to get the experience on herself. 4 more to base from the Raider. Moisture Farmer coming down from Dooku. Looks like Aura played without sneak here. And she is hidden, so she can't get attacked this turn. Tech's going to finish off the Bazine. And I think Dooku's got this one. He just needs to not screw it up, because he's going to have, he's going to get a restore here with the Akbar, effectively negating any damage that Dooku did this turn. And then he's playing on a Clone Deserter here, so he's got a bunch of restore options. Lurking Phantom and Constructed Saber picked up. Ooh, Constructed Saber, can that get him there? No, it's 1 short. So I think Dooku's got this first one. GopherBoi's thinking about it. And maybe if he has another hot shot, he can go Constructed. And then if Dooku doesn't attack with Rey first, then he can go hot shot for win. But nope, he doesn't have it. So CountDooku taking our first one. Let's take a look at the bracket here. This is the top 4, so the winner of this one gets to go to the finals for the season. And they get to play the winner of either Lycane on Vader for Tarkin Town or Jarrell on Snoke Data Vault. So you've got some pretty interesting stuff. We usually do in the back end of these sets. Set 6 coming out soon. Next month's Top Cut will be on Secrets of Power, so that'll be exciting. Let's take a look at what these players might be sideboarding in. Dooku's got an array of things for different matchups. Got the Graceful Purgles in there, which I think actually might come in this matchup to stop some of the space units from GopherBoi here. Restock's not going to matter here. Entrenched maybe in a similar vein to deal with some of the space units if Dooku doesn't want to be fighting up there. Perilous Position also can deal with like Phantoms. Chewbacca, I think, is probably mainly for control matchups, so I don't think he's going to be in this one, but maybe. And then this is GopherBoi's sideboard here. Oh, you can sort of see him looking at it. I mean, he's got like Savage and Devastators for games that go long, Cham for things that ramp, and then Wolf for this healing. It looks like he's bringing all of those in and not bringing the Fang Fighters. Looks like he's probably taking out the Phantoms, which in this matchup makes sense. They're too vulnerable. Looks like he's also taking out the Constructeds in one of the Force Chokes. Now, for the Champs, is Dooku running ramp? Oh, yeah, no, he is. He's on 3 Spark Hope for Resupply. We just didn't see him last game. So the Champs do actually make sense here, I think. So, yeah. Let's go there. Let me pull up Savage. A lot of people might not know what he does. So he's just like we did in that last game where Dooku just has a ton of units out. He can come in as a big threat that's ready. Hallow Silencer in space for GopherBoi. And again, Count Dooku has no turn 1 play. Which is definitely rough here. As for turn 2 plays, I mean, he's got village people on the ground. He's got resupply. Akbar doesn't do anything really here. And theoretically, also, if he wanted to go like R2 and then experience it. I guess this is most likely resupply here. And yep, Dooku is going to do that. Three to base from the that silencer. And then Grand Inquisitor coming down on the ground. For Dooku here. So now this hand is pretty interesting for Dooku. He's on 5, so we could go like Bright Hope plus Owen, which seems like a pretty solid line. Gonna do something different, it looks like, going for village people, which still leaves him with like Owen plus an experience point with Rey. Gonna drop the Owen here. Grand Inquisitor forced to just eat through that shield. And the experience is going to be given to Owen here, so we can actually attack for something, which does matter into things like the Shin Hati shield here. And so now, because of that ramp, both players are on their flip turn here. Here comes Akbar. Gonna take out that Grand Inquisitor here. Third sister onto the board. She is hidden, so she can't be attacked this turn. And Rey is going to put another experience on the Owen here. Looks like, okay, so Shin is going to drop the village people here, which actually leaves her vulnerable to getting eaten by the Owen. Like 1 extra damage on the base from the third sister attack, but losing the Shin this turn might be tough. Oh, let's see. GopherBoi might also be trying to use up actions here because he's holding the surprise strike, which he might be wanting to use to take out Rey when she flips. Mon Mothma coming out for CountDooku here. Going to pick up another copy of Bright Hope. And that, I believe, is the last action for Dooku before he has to flip Rey. By GopherBoi here. Looks like Dooku is going to pass here, playing this smartly. Now we'll see if GopherBoi, I think from this point, if Dooku didn't take the bait, you probably have to attack here. You're losing so much damage otherwise. And then you're going to be facing an army of Dirtle actions. Next turn. Oh, actually, he's going to take initiative here. We'll see how that ends up working out. But he's missing out on effectively 5 damage here. Because, I mean, if he spreads still at 5. Owen going to crash into the Grand Inquisitor here. Going to pull off a search. I think I saw Luke in hand for Dooku, which is online this turn. And killing the Owen means that he'll be online for -6, which kills the third sister. What is saying in chat? Looks like Dooku's having trouble with his hand there, but he's got it figured out. Third sister getting in there for 5. Akbar does 1 to the Grand Inquisitor. Setting up for potential kill by the Mon Mothma here. GopherBoi thinking about what to do here. There's no easy answers. He's holding like Surprise Strike here, which I mean, yeah, so he's not gonna use Surprise Strike here, just gonna hit for 4, which keeps like sneak attack for either Raider or Savage on this turn. If he goes for Savage, that Savage can eat like a Luke or a Rey that would come down this turn, or this OB. I kill the Grand Inquisitor here. GopherBoi can also just hardcast this Raider if he feels like it. Looks like he's gonna pass here. Forces out 7 for the Luke. And it's going to be Hardcast Raider. And then Rey flipped. So she's just going to get in for 3 and restore 3. And that is tough. All right, now CountDooku's on 8 resources, which is enough to play out this Reinforcement Walker in hand. Not all the raid decks are on Reinforcement Walker, which I find kind of weird because it's just such a powerful card. And it can really, like that restore plus the Luke and Ray restores can start to lock GopherBoi out of this game. Gopher's thinking about what to do. His Savage isn't actually online right now, which is rough. He does have Sneak Attack to make it ready, which, I mean, just doing that might be the right move here because it threatens to kill either of these big restoring units. Looks like he's going to just start attacking, though. And here comes the Walker. Throws away an Owen to restore 3. Not what you want to be looking down right now if you're GopherBoi. 3 units that effectively all have restore 3. Looks like he's going to go Surprise Strike here. Hit with the Silencer. Gonna play the Aura straight. He's really holding on to Sneak Attack Savage here for a rainy day. Ooh, Devastator picked up. Ooh, Sneak Devastator can also be good. That is effectively 13 out of hand. If Dooku's not expecting that, that could really catch him off guard. No Good to Me Dead in GopherBoi's hand can play No Good to Me Dead and also sneak something. And there is, right? If you resource, or well, you'd have to resource the Devastator to do that. To be able to go Sneak Savage plus No Good to Me Dead this turn. That just doesn't feel great. Because you really want that Devastator. Going to resource the Savage here. Yeah, so he's not quite there this turn. But, I mean, can he do it, like, at a point where he's attacking before... Like, wait, if he does it here... No, that's one short. Oh, no, and it's actually going to be even more short because of the Walker heal here. So you might just have to, like, No Good to Me Dead here and then try for it next round. Which just, it feels so rough. But, I mean, that's the... I mean, that's why this matchup is so great for Dooku. And GopherBoi's also starting to run out of health. Like, he's only got 12 left. So he's dead next turn. He's going to sneak Devastator now. Puts Dooku to 20. And that gives space for like Bright Hope to come down here. Looks like it's just gonna be 6 in from Luke. 9 in from the Devastator. And then there's the Bright Hope, which walls off both of those space units. And I think Dooku's got this one. I think even Sneak Devastator just wasn't enough. Tinkerbell dead, it seems. Yeah, Gopher just going to claim here. I don't think there's a way for Dooku to like sneak in lethal here. Let's hear what are they saying in chat. Yeah, just clarifying that Gopher did indeed claim here. Five resources for, I guess, blue leader. Kill that aura. Yep, exactly. And GopherBoi does not draw the card that says deal 10 damage to your opponent's base in one action. So this one is going to be over. Congrats, CountDooku, for making it to the finals here. Kane or Gerald. And I don't think they have a time yet, but I think they should be playing sometime this week. Did they say anything? No, they didn't. All right. So thanks for tuning in, and remember to always take the initiative.